we think about mobility, and you all should be thinking about mobility because mobility is something that your end users are thinking about, we think about it really in three different ways. Really, two of the ways come from partners of ours and one comes from us. So obviously, Microsoft is one of our key unified communications partners, and when it comes to mobility, the key thing that Microsoft brings to the table is Link. So Microsoft Link, or they're in the process of rebranding it Skype for Business. So by the time you see this, it may be called Skype for Business. But Link is really the solution that we capitalize on when it comes to enabling customers that want to have mobility that are into Microsoft technologies, right? Link is available on all sorts of different platforms, iOS, iPhones and iPads, Android devices, Windows phones, Windows tablets, all of that stuff. So rather than go out and invent a new client that you're going to ask a customer to use or a user to end up using, use something that they're already familiar with, which is Microsoft Link. Now, on the Cisco front, there's a similar type of technology that's called Jabber. So that's the second piece of our mobility strategy is for customers that aren't really Microsoft fans, that are more into the Cisco camp, we take the Cisco Jabber instant messaging and presence and softphone client that is also available on iOS devices like iPad and iPhone and Android devices. Don't think it's available on any Windows devices. It's on Windows desktops and Windows tablets, but not on Windows phones. But basically, you can take advantage of the fact that Cisco has made all this investment to get Jabber to work on all these different device types, very similar to the way Microsoft has with Link. And that can be the solution that your users have for their mobile instant messaging, presence, and voice communication, even video communication for both of these. Now, there's opportunities, obviously, where Microsoft doesn't come to the table with anything we think is relevant and needed, or Cisco doesn't come to the table with anything that we think is needed. So that's where West comes in. And West does really targeted, specific mobile developments. So we have something called Mobile Connect that works with our VoiceMax platform. And we have something called Mobile Meet, which is works with our intercall conferencing solution. So West comes up with specific, very targeted mobile applications that go after certain specific needs for users, right? Not general instant messaging, presence, and voice communications, but things that are all about a targeted voice solution or a targeted conferencing solution. The other thing we make sure that we do is the actual websites themselves. We make sure that they work well on tablets, right? So we have a lot of our customers that use our Control Max contact center solution. They use that on an iPad, and those contact center supervisors are able to walk around with the iPad and see what's going on with their contact center agents. So doing things with specific applications and also doing things to make sure our websites work well on mobile browsers is a key part of our strategy. So really, three parts. Make sure we capitalize on everything Microsoft's doing around Link, make sure we capitalize on everything that Cisco's doing around Jabber, and when those solutions don't come to the table with everything that our customers need, we'll do targeted investments both from an application perspective as well as from a mobile-friendly website perspective.